So what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Homebrew Subaru. In this episode, we're gonna do a little auto vlog and hike. So what's up, everyone? Yeah, I don't actually have like much for a video today, so we're gonna just kind of do a channel update. I'm gonna head out to what we call Butsy Rapids, and I'm gonna do a little walk through there, kind of like a trail hike. Take the camera with. Probably not gonna take a lot of footage, but I'll find a little spot and then talk about what's going on with the channel, some of the parts that I've ordered, and what you guys can expect next, I guess. So this trail is literally just a couple minutes down the highway, and it's never really busy. At this time of year, it's usually snow covered and wet, but I think things have thawed out quite a bit, so it should be rather dry. Yeah, there's probably a few people walking through. I'm just gonna park, and then I'm gonna grab the other camera that I have. I didn't actually bring the gimbal or tripod or anything, but I figured I'll just be whipping on the camera for short periods anyway. So yeah, when I get down to kind of like a little scenic spot, then I'll turn the camera back on. So I'm really unsure of how well you guys are going to be able to see the actual rapids from here with my GoPro, but that's the rapids. Maybe someday I'll be able to get a little bit further down, have a better look, but we're going to continue over that way, and there's kind of another lookout spot where the water can get down to the actual water. But there's kind of a look at the general area. So this is all considered rainforest, and it generally stays pretty wet all year round. So yeah, I've just come down off the path. I'm gonna try and speak up to make sure the camera hears me okay and look at it when I'm talking. Just a little walk down, and we're down here at the water. The tide doesn't look too high right now, and the rapids are just over my shoulder there, a little bit off in the distance. The camera probably can't see them very well. But what's going on in the shop, in my garage? So I still have the engine on the stand, and I've kind of started going through and making a list of all the parts that I need to get. I did go ahead and order a new clutch set, so that has already arrived, but there's other things to do on the engine, and I figured just leaving it on the stand for now until I get some of that other stuff. So really, like, getting the clutch first didn't really matter because the engine's not going in quite yet, but at the same time, it's one of the bigger expenses out of the way. I did get a really good deal on this Stage 2 clutch set from eBay. Came with a lightened flywheel. Now the flywheel isn't an aluminum flywheel like the last one, but it is still lightweight. And I don't really think that I needed too much of a lightweight flywheel anyway. It's more just getting a good clutch disc and pressure plate to make sure that I got some really good clamping load to hold some power. The Stage 2 kit for the WRX should be a little bit overkill for what I'm putting back in there. So aside from that, I'm really looking at just kind of like gaskets, seals, and a few other things that I want to get. I need to think about getting the header sooner than later as well. But for now, I'm just going to kind of mock up the exhaust with the old manifold and try and see where this turbo is going to sit, because the inlet is going to interfere with that intake manifold, I'm sure, and I might have to get like I think I have like a 45 elbow going into the turbo, and I might need like a 90 which, you know, a 90-degree elbow right before the turbo is, you know, kind of old school. But I don't think I have a lot of options. So aside from that stuff, just kind of cleaning up and make sure, you know, everything else is ready to go. I've kind of got to dig out the harness and make absolutely sure that it is 100% complete. I'm pretty sure when I pulled the computer or the ECU out of the old car, I just had all the connectors and I went through right the harness. So I'm hoping all those connectors are still on the ECU, but I really can't remember. I kind of got to go through that box. And then at the same time, I kind of wonder if the throttle cable in the WRX will kind of rig up onto the throttle body that I have going into the car. So there's a bunch of little things I kind of have to make that list of what might have to be done to get this engine to run in the car. And then once I have that together, I'm pretty much know what I'm doing and going for it. So yeah, I'm really glad to just kind of get out. The weather's been really bad here lately. We got a couple storms, but now, as you can see, everything's cleared up, everything's melted, the temperature's up, and we're at the end of January. So I feel sorry for you guys out on the East Coast getting hammered with all these storms right now, but I know what it was like. I lived out there for a long time. So that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on, you know, what's coming up, and yeah, that's it. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here and you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Leave your questions and comments further down below, and I'll see you in the next one.